Hi and welcome to Cook with Freddy. So today we're going to work with the endives, which are arguably not very sexy vegetables to begin with. But the way we're going to do it today, I can guarantee you it has its place in a fancy dinner as well as family dinner with a salad. It is a tarte tatin of endives. The tarte tatin is what you might know as the upside down tart or cake. So let's get started. So for one tart, which will be perfect for a main course for 4 people or an appetizer for 6, you will need puff pastry, roughly 5 endives, small to medium. You'll need 6 ounces of soft goat cheese, 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. In my case, I decided to use fig vinegar because I think it brings a very, very nice flavor to it. I have 4 tablespoons of sweet butter and 2.5 tablespoons of honey. I am going to remove the outer leaf of the endive. And if you were in North France, they would say that's going into a soup. With a small paring knife, I am going to cut the edge, and with my small knife I'm going to dig in and remove the core of the endive. This is very bitter and very hard. I am now going to wash them, to cut them in half in the length. I am now going to my puff pastry. I'm going to prick the puff dough all over with a fork. Now, if you do not like puff pastry, you can always use a short crust dough. That is done, I'm going to keep this and reserve this in the fridge. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter in my pan, as well as the honey. And I'm going to melt this over medium heat. I am now going to place my endives cut side down. And I'm going to cook them like this under low heat until they caramelize. Just always make sure that the caramel is not burning. To turn them a few times during the cooking. As you can see, there is some liquid that's been released from the vegetables. It's normal. It will evaporate. Look at how gorgeous those endives have become. They're completely caramelized. And we are ready to assemble the tart now. Now I am adding the balsamic vinegar or fig vinegar. I'm going to add about 1/3 of what I had here. And now I am going to place the endives cut side down at the bottom of my tart pan. I'm going to pour the little remaining caramel from the pan, So I'm taking my goat cheese and put the goat cheese in pieces all over the endives. And now I'm going to place my puff pastry inside the pan on top of the vegetables and the cheese. And you're trying to tuck the dough between the endives and the edge of the pan, so it really wraps around your vegetables. My tart is in the oven, again at 400 for 25 minutes. While the tart is cooking, I'm going to make a little bit of a salad dressing. So either if you have used balsamic vinegar, use the same. In my case, it is fig, but balsamic vinegar. So I'm going to add the vinegar, some olive oil, and I'm going to add my salad. Another way of doing it, if you want, is to take some heavy cream, whip it as a chantilly, and add the balsamic vinegar to it. That is taking it even fancier. The tart is ready. So what we need to do, because we do not want to wait until the caramel is set, we're going to slide a knife around the edges to make sure that everything is nice and loose. We're going to take the presentation plate, and I'm telling you, it smells so good, my stomach is rumbling. And Jen is laughing so hard behind her. And now, gently, you're going to lift the pan. So look at this beauty. It is completely caramelized. I'm gonna add a few pieces of walnuts. My tart is ready, and we're gonna eat. So here you have it, with a nice little salad on the side. This is the perfect fall or winter dish. It is a meal in itself, or as an appetizer, you can always make it in individual tarts. If you want to organize yourself, you can always prepare it in advance. Prepare it the day before up to the point of going into the oven. So you prepare, you assemble your tart, you put it in the fridge, and when you're ready to serve, put it in the oven at 400 for 25 minutes. Basically, when your guests arrive, that's when you put your tart in the oven. So really no mess and no stress entertaining. I hope you enjoyed this. Post your comments, send us your photos, subscribe, like. Until next time, bon appétit, à bientôt.